Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will finish with our fourth unit, which is titled The Art of Advertising. Our lesson today is the project and self-assessment or self-reflection lesson in your books, page 60 and 61. All you need for the lesson today is your books, page 60 and 61, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. So let's get started. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to advertise a product. So you will think about a product and make your own advertisement. Also, you will be able to fill a self-reflection form. You will ask yourself about your own improvement. So let's get started with here. In your books on page 60, in here, we're having a list or a picture of products. Let's try to name them. The first one is here, we're having a burger, then a watch, then we're having jewelry, ring, and we're having shoes. From the pictures in here, you can guess that these are taken from, it could be a newspaper or a magazine, trying to advertise. What do we mean by advertise? Trying to promote the product. I want those people to buy the burger, the watch, the shoes, or the ring. So from the way it was pictured, it was taken, they are advertisements. So by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to plan your own advertisement. We are going to choose a product, and based on this one, we will come up with an advertisement. We're going to go through the steps. So in here, the first thing, if you want to start with an advertisement, you will choose a product. And this time, you're going to choose a product that is a Saudi product. It could be, we can choose to advertise a place. We can advertise a city. الأولى is a place that we want to advertise. Also, we're having here dates. It's a product, a Saudi product, which is Saudi Arabia is famous for. And we're having as well mangoes. Mangoes is a Saudi product. Saudi Arabia is well known for. We can speak about any one of these to advertise and tell the world about our products or our things. Then the second thing, to write a slogan. What do we mean by the word slogan? We have came across many and many slogans. A slogan is actually a memorable phrase that is used in commercials as a repetitive expression of an idea or a purpose with the goal of persuading people. So it is a very short sentence, let's call it a phrase, a very short phrase that is memorable. The customer or people are going to remember it. Easy, and it is catchy. People will remember it. So let's try to come up with our slogans about الأولى, about the dates, or any other product. So we can say, because you deserve the best. Also, taste Saudi. We can come up, a journey through time dawning in 2020. Fruit for all for the world market. So we can say about because you deserve the best, it could be the dates. You deserve the best product. Taste Saudi, it is about something that you will eat. It could be the mangoes. Also, journey through time, something that is historical. Until 2020, it could be Al-Ula or any historical place. Also, we're having fruit for the world market, any product that is a fruit. It could be the mangoes or the dates. Okay, then in here, you're going to come with, collect your own interesting words. Mostly, these words are adjectives. These words mostly are going to be adjectives. Let's try to come up and brainstorm with the adjectives. I can say healthy. It's a catchy word. Convenient. Also, high quality. Enriching, light, inspiring, modern. We're having also connection, best, largest, I can say style, and I can say delicious. These are some of the adjectives. Mostly they are positive adjectives. You're not going to say that this is a small thing or it is an awful thing. Come up, you are trying to advertise to persuade people to get the things. So come up with positive adjectives. Okay, then number 4, how is it better than any other? If you still remember from the first lesson, we're saying that in a promotion or in advertising, we are comparing my product to any other product. I am trying to tell people, buy this one, it is the best, it is good for you. So I'm going to try to compare الأولى to any other place, the mangoes to other fruits, or to other mangoes from all around the world. How am I going to tell that this one is much more better? I will say, Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is the place that it was recorded by the UNESCO in Saudi Arabia. Come and see something that is interesting. So here I have said, first, comparative language. Also, the healthiest sweet. This is a sweet, however, it's not unhealthy or junky. No, it's healthy and not the healthy. The healthiest. Nothing is more healthy than this, which is the dates. And also, the highest quality mango from local farm. So, the best from local farms, from farms within Saudi Arabia, this is the quality, is the highest. Nothing is higher than this. So here, what I have done, I compared between my product and all the word product. This is the best, this is the first. Okay, now on page 60, we're having here a chart like here, many boxes, and this time we are going to collect the slogans, the products, and we will put them all together. So at the beginning, we will choose a product, we will write our own slogan, we will compare it to other, how is it better than any other, and we will come up with some interesting words. So, which product would you yourself choose? It could be any product that you believe that it is worth advertising or telling other people about it. For me, I have chosen to advertise الأولى, the city, the ancient city, which is in Saudi Arabia. I have said the slogan, the catchy word that I have chosen in here is Journey Through Time, Dawning in 2020. So a journey through time, a historical story. So when you are there, you will see that you will trace back the history. It goes through the city. Dawning, it landed here in 2020. Then I will come up with some interesting words. How am I going to describe الأولى? I will say that it is breathtaking, stunning, beautiful. Also, inspiring. It will give you inspiration. Also, ancient. Not only old, we're going to say ancient. And also, wonderful. Not only beautiful, it is wonderful, awesome. You notice these adjectives? We're not going to say old, ancient. Try to come up with strong adjectives. Okay? Strong adjective like breathtaking, awesome. How is this one better than any other one? Why am I not going to say, don't go to الأولى, go to any other old city? This city is better than any other one because it is Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is recorded by the UNESCO, something that deserved to be visited. And also, it is the world's largest living museum. When you are there, as if you are living within a museum. It is an open museum. You notice how the words that we have used? We have used catchy words, interesting words, words that are adjectives that are strong, and anyone who would come and read this advertisement will feel like as if they want to visit الأولى. How about your products? I want you to choose any product. You can choose the dates or the mangoes and come up with your slogan, interesting adjectives, and also compare it to any other products. Okay, all done with these. Let's go to the following page, page 61. On page 61 in here, we will start with the self-reflection. What do we mean by self-reflection? Self-reflection is the idea, it is a way of assessing yourself, your ways of working and how you study. What are you doing in here? It's not a quiz, it is not actually a test. No one is going to mark you. This time you have to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself a question. How good am I doing in this unit? Am I doing well, or I have to practice more and develop my skills? It's not the teacher's job, it is your job this time. So the idea of reflect, what do we mean by reflect? Is to think about your learning and improvement. So think about your improvement. Are you doing well in this unit? How good are you in this unit? If you need to practice more, just go ahead and you still have the time. Okay, let's go to before we start with the self-reflection, I have to know what have I taken so far in this unit. So at the beginning, the unit is titled, The Art of Advertising. What have we taken? Flip through the book from the beginning, the discussion lesson, until today's lesson, and come up with the ideas. Anything that comes in front of you, you can add it. We have spoken about ads, advertisement, promotions. Also, we have spoken about articles, the indefinite articles, the a and an. We have discussed as well the when and whens, the pronouns when and whens. When do we use this and when do we use that? Also, describing a product in the writing and also in the reading lesson. How to describe? I have a product. How can I describe it? Also, the idea of advertising products. Today's lesson. I want someone to buy this thing. How can I advertise it? I will use a slogan. I will use interesting words. Also, linking sounds. How to link two sounds. When we say not go on, go on. Linking sounds, the pronunciation lesson. And also the passive voice. When we're speaking, taking out the subject and speaking only about the action. Going through this unit, which ones of these topics you believe you yourself that it is interesting? I like it. Not easy, but I like the idea. You can say, I like advertising products. I like the idea of marketing and making people describing this product for them. How about something? It was not difficult. However, I don't like reading about it. Maybe it is reading about the history of a product, or could be linking words together or linking sounds. Something, regardless of your interest, something that was easy, simple. It was a piece of cake. For me, I would say the idea of when and whens is very easy, and I guess everyone will get it. How about something that is, let's say, challenging? I need to study for it one more time. Choose any of the topics that you believe that it is a bit hard for you and it is challenging, and go back and study it more. Let's take them one by one. And in here, what we're doing is, here we will have the objective, which is talk about commercials, ads, and products. You can refer to page 48 if you need more to read more about it, and you can highlight whether you are doing well, you need to practice, or you need to do it all the way from scratch. So let's speak about the idea of a car. How can you advertise it? This is the compact car, the cheapest car. We can also about the fold-up bike. It is not bulky, not as any other product. It is easy to carry, portable. I can take it from one place to the other. How about the suitcase? The suitcase is very expensive as a car. It is one of the best suitcases, convenient, very light. You don't feel what you're carrying. These are about the products on page 48. Then on page 57, we're speaking here about describing a product. And by the way, this was the writing lesson. If you want to describe a product, starting with the idea of data. We all can agree that you don't have the data or the information you yourself. So you're going to make your own research. You will search the internet, ask some people, or anything. This data or this information should be about the product and its history. You will describe the product. How does it look like? What does it do? So you're speaking about the product itself. And one important thing is to trace back the history. Tell me about it in a chronological order. When was it invented until today, the development or the evolution. However, this information should be right. You have to make sure that this information is right, and also the information should be interesting. You have to know who is going to read your text. So you will get to know what type of information, whether they are young people, you will come with something that is more interesting than if they are, let's say, older people or people who are specialized within the topic. The following is stages. When you are making your own research, you will come up through lots and lots of information. It's not about the idea of putting all the information together. No, you have to be selective. Selective, choose the correct, the information that is correct and the important ones. Don't put everything. So only the important phases, not everything. Then organization. I have got everything. Now I will put it in order. The order should be from the old to the new. So we will say it is the chronological order. Chronological order, it means from the oldest until the newest, from the date of invention until today. Okay, so these they are. Then on page 50, which was the grammar lesson, we have spoken about making comparisons, the superlative and the comparative. We will come with two products and compare them. One is bigger than the other, one is the best, and many other things. You can refer to them on page 50. Here I'm comparing between the ice cream and water. Okay, so water is than ice cream. What adjective can you describe the water if we are comparing it to ice cream? For me, I have chosen here to choose the adjective healthy. Water is healthy, however, ice cream is not. So here what I'm going to use, healthy is a short adjective, one vowel sound, which is the E sound. So it will be healthier than. All I have done is just to add the ER. It's healthier than ice cream or juice. How about the ice cream to water? It is when you are having your own ice cream, you will feel fresh. So we will say refreshing. Notice refreshing. How many vowel sounds? We're having E, E, and the I. Refreshing. Long adjective. Can I make it longer? No. So it is more refreshing than water. It is more refreshing than. So notice, is it comparative or superlative, long or short adjective, and make your own decisions. Okay, then the same page, here we're speaking about the idea of superlative adjectives. What is superlative? I'm comparing this pen to every other pen around the world. I'm comparing you to all of your brothers and sisters. He's the tallest, he's the youngest. So in here, Robert Wadlow, he was a tall man. No one is taller than him. So he was a tall man. He was more than 2 meters. So I will say that he is the tallest. Notice it is a short adjective, one vowel sound. I have added the est. He is the tallest man in the world. We have no one is taller than him. Even if you are taller, if you are tall, you are not taller than Wadlow. The movie The Titanic is an expensive movie. It is actually an expensive movie. We have made many and produced many and many movies. However, nothing is more expensive than the Titanic. It was very expensive. So we can say it is the most expensive. Because actually, expensive is a long adjective. Can you make it longer? No. it will be very hard to pronounce. So the most expensive, just add a word. Okay, so these are for the superlative adjectives. Also on page 50, here we have spoken about the idea of passive. What is the passive? We're having subject, verb, and object. Take out the subject and focus on the verb. What have been done? Not who did it, what have been done. So we need to come up with a subject, verb, and object. Carl Benz made the first car in 1860. So in the 1860s. So this is the subject, and he made, and the first car is the object. So you're going to start with the object, which is the car, and we will take Carl Benz away. It is optional. And here the verb is in the past, so we will use a verb to be, which is in the past. So the sentence will be, the first car was made in 1886 by Carl Benz. Notice the was, because here we're having the verb is in the past. Was made, and made in past participle. Companies all over the world produce cars nowadays. Here, companies is the subject, then produce is the verb in the present tense, and cars is the object. I want to focus on the idea of production, on the producing. I will start with the cars, and the verb is in the present. So, nowadays, cars are produced all over the world by companies, and you can take out the companies. So, are produced. You notice here, are, because this one is in the present. Present, so you can use is or are. Always try to focus on the verb to choose the correct verb to be. Then the same page, page 50, we're still speaking about the idea of comparing. However, this time you will tell whether they are like each other or they are not like each other. Let's look at the first picture here. We're having two boys running and they are having the same speed. Which adjective will we use? Both of them are fast. He's fast and his friend is fast as well. So I can tell number one is as fast as number two, regardless of the adjective, long or short. He is as fast as his friend. How about if they are having different speed? One is fast and the other one is slow. One is faster than the other. I will say that number one is not as fast as number two. They have different speed. So faster than or slower than. You notice? You just add the fast in the middle, whether here or there, whether it's a short or a long adjective, regardless of the length. In the middle, as or not as. The same page, page 50, we have discussed the use of sense verb with like and the noun. What are the sense verbs? Anything that is related to the five senses. Look, sound, feel, smells, or any other ones. So, in here, you can look at this picture and you can tell what does it look like. If you look at the first sight, you will think that it is a duck. However, is it really a duck? If you hold it, you will find out that it is actually peanut. So, at the first sight, I will say, it looks like a duck. Notice, looks, this is the sense verb, always like, similar to, then a duck. However, it is not really a duck. If you taste something, then you will tell me, it tastes like chocolate. Maybe it's not. Okay? On page 58, we have discussed the idea of using indefinite articles, the a and the an. If you want something that is anonymous, any pen or any car, use a or an. This or this is for one. Which demonstrative pronoun would you use? That, because it is one. A or an, old-fashioned. It is a vowel sound, old. It is an old-fashioned bicycle. Then here, is Hashim, one. This or these, this is Hashim, and he is a or an doctor, the sound. He is actually a doctor. Check the sound, not the letter. a doctor. Then the same lesson on page 59, we have discussed the idea of using possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. The he, his, and his, hers, and her, and the others. So, speaking about this suitcase, here we're having a family traveling, and they will ask, whose suitcase is that? To answer whose, you can come up with two answers. Whether she will say, it is my suitcase, the suitcase is for me, or it is her suitcase, it is for her. Or we can change it into it's hers, or the bag is mine, it is for me. Possessive adjective followed by a noun, and possessive pronoun, it will be followed by the full stop, usually at the end of the sentence. Page 59, we have discussed the idea of using one and ones. One, if we're referring to something that is singular, only one. Ones, more than one. So, which socks are your or yours? We're having yours because it comes at the end of the sentence. The black socks, ones, so because we're referring to the socks, the red ones are not my or mine. By the very end of the sentence in here, are not mine. They are not my socks. Notice one, ones, more than one, multiple, I will use ones instead of repeating yourself. The use of to and enough. We will speak about it in here. He is 10 years old. Let's look at this boy. He is young to drive. So not enough. We will say he is too young. Yeah, to followed by the adjective. How about if he is 18? He can drive. So he is old enough. Notice before it we have the adjective. Young enough, old enough, big enough, or too old, too young, too big. Okay, based on the place of the adjective. Then we're having the part which is about your favorite word. In your books, page 70, we're having a long list of the words that were mentioned within the unit. Some of them are like wireless, conduct, substantial, smooth, or any other ones. Choose 3 to 5 words of these as being your favorite. Come up, try to find their meanings and put each one in a correctly formed sentence. You can refer to a dictionary. Okay? If you still have any questions, I would advise you to read through the unit again, go back and read through the unit, or listen to the audio materials. You can also study the grammar and the form, meaning, and function on page 50 and 59, and also you can always ask your teachers, they are always there for you. Okay? I guess that is it for the lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.